The land of the Maasai in southern Kenya has always had a shortage of water. During the 2 dry seasons, even the riverbeds dry out. But with climate change and global warming, conditions have become even worse. For many months there is hardly any water, and the few water holes are often far away from the villages. In the Maasai tradition, girls and women are responsible for fetching water. So, this is Janet's job. Her daily routine begins with milking the cows and goats. Then she has to look for firewood.
My name is Janet Masatili Malale. I'm an 8-year-old student at Turise Primary School. Our biggest problem is the lack of water.
It is a long way to the next water site, especially during the dry season. Then it can easily be 10 kilometers or more. Nearly every second day, Janet and her mother walk this long distance. Or sometimes a friend or neighbor goes with her. Years ago, people dug this waterhole in a dry riverbed. In the other waterholes, the water looks cleaner, but it is overgrown with algae or is foul-smelling.
Today I didn't go to school because I had to help my mother to fetch water. Here we don't have clean water. People walk around in the water holes which we have dug. We drink this dirty water and use it for washing. Also, cows and goats drink from these water holes. Clean water can only be found far away. To get it, we must walk 10 kilometers or more. That is really far. During the dry season, we usually go there, and that takes us the whole day.
The teachers depend on the pupils bringing water from home. We then use it here in the school. Sometimes we can't cook meals for the children when there is no water. The situation can even last for 2 to 3 days.
We must take water to school. If we don't bring enough, we must go to the dam and fetch water from there.
We have a problem of water.
We have a problem of water because we do not have a public supply system. We depend on the children bringing water from home. Sometimes we send them back if they don't bring any. That's a problem. The teachers don't have water either and have to bring some for themselves and for the school meal.
And for teachers.
If I didn't go to school because I had to fetch water, the teacher usually beats me. But sometimes he forgives me.
Sometimes
Our children, especially the girls who also fetch water at home, this can cause problems for them because they have to help their mothers fetch water. This handicaps them a lot, more than the boys. In our culture, boys do not fetch water. It is the girls and women who fetch water. Therefore, it is mainly the girls who are affected by this problem.
Felicitas and her family have to cover even longer distances during the dry season. But at the moment they are lucky. There is water in the nearby dam.
In the dry season, we must go about 34 kilometers. We must start early in the morning at 2 o'clock, and we return late at night. When it rains, the water gets very dirty. We've only got one dam nearby, and the water also gets dirty because all the animals drink from it. And when people go around in the water, it gets even dirtier. Every pupil must bring water to school. Pupils from Form 4 to 8 must bring 5 liters. Pupils from Form 1 to 3 must bring 3 liters. If you come without water, you must go to the dam and fetch water. If 10 pupils have come without water, they must go and fetch water with a donkey. If you don't do this, you are sent home. If you are late to school, you are beaten. If you have been absent from school, you are beaten. You have to go home and come back with a parent. If your parents aren't home, you have to come back with a parent the following day.
When there is no water in the whole community, it is a serious problem. Sometimes parents come and say, "Our child couldn't attend school because there is no water, not even at home." So it's a problem for the whole community.
For the village of Nikito, 75 kilometers away, a solution has been found. There, they already have 2 water tanks and are now building another. As the women are traditionally responsible for fetching the water, they also do most of the building work now. The building materials have to be delivered via almost impassable roads over long distances. That is expensive. The people don't have the money needed to build a tank. So, costs are covered by international aid organizations. German sponsors help the people to help themselves. Even though the women can do most of the building work themselves, some external skilled craftsmen are needed to support them. The German sponsors pay these workers as well as the cost of building materials. The women earn about €1 a day for their work. It's important that the wall doesn't dry out too fast, so it has to be covered with cloth for protection. Finally, the water tank needs a solid roof, also to prevent light from getting in, which causes algae to grow and spoils the quality of the water. After the donor's plaque is finished, the water tank is painted white, so that the sun will not heat the water too much. And then it's time to wait. First 1 month until the tank is dry. Then until the short but heavy rainy season comes and fills the tank, sometimes in less than 2 days. The large school roofs catch the rainwater and channel it into pipes. From there it is fed into the water tanks. Depending on the size of the tank, there may be clean water available for many months. There would also be plenty of water for Janet and Felicitas, but only for a short time.
We hope to find an aid organization that helps us to build a water tank for ourselves. We'd be very grateful, for the whole village would have clean water, and we could go to school and take from the water.
The women in Janet and Felicitas' villages would like to start building the tanks immediately, as soon as they have enough money for the building materials.